What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Danyol Jaye, and I'm here for another Real Housewives of Potomac review, honey. We are about to get into it. I just want to let everybody know that I do have the badges on. So if you feel like blessing me with a little monetary love, honey, buy a badge, send a badge, and let's all be great, okay? So come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room and let's talk some good high fashion type shit. Okay? Because I'm ready to get in and I got my notes. Honey, y'all know I don't usually have notes. So when I have notes, it's because I want to make sure that I don't miss a thing about an episode. And we are going to talk about these Real Housewives and not wives of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, hello everybody, come on in the room. I hear the people coming, I hear the people coming. First of all, I want to start out this review by asking Giselle. Giselle! Hey girl, hey! What the hell is trajectory? I just want to know. Because we start off, okay, with you in this here car, with this here man that half of us don't trust, okay? Now, I'm going to say this to Giselle. Giselle, I know I talk about the preacher, pastor, prophet over in Ed Long's old church. I don't like saying his name. But you know what we talking about, girl. Okay? I talk about him all the time just because I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He don't look trustworthy. He look like he got a sneaky snake somewhere ready to just jump out and bite you. But I will say this. I support you. Okay? I support your happiness. Regardless of who that happiness is with. I don't have to like him to love you, honey. And I root for your happiness at all times. But I want to know, what English class did you attend where they told you trajectory was a word? Now, I have heard of projection, project, trajectory, but I never heard of trajectory. Now, I'll say this. Sometimes we make up our own words because we try to be a little kiki, try to be a little funny, a little hee-hee-ha-ha. We be trying to have a little funny moment. I do it all the time. I say some wrong shit, weird shit, crazy shit, funny shit, because I be trying to tickle your funny bone just a little bit and give you a little levity. You understand what I'm saying? But usually when I do it, it makes sense. I hope that you did not say trajectory as though, because you said it hard. And you said it like you meant it, like you thought that really was a word. And I really want to know where the hell did it come from. Moving on. Monique is planting an event for Not for Lazy Moms podcast. And she's on the telly, honey, and she's trying to tell the people, hey, I'm having an event. And I want you to come. I want you to see the new growth in me, okay? Not the new growth here, but the new growth here. Because whatever she had on her head, that was not the new growth that I wanted to see. But glad you got edges that grow. Praise him, because not everybody is able, okay? And so she called, who did she call? She called Robin, and Robin, hello. And Robin, the minute Robin answered the phone like she didn't even want to talk to Monique. She was, hello, what, girl? What do you want? And Monique, hey, girl, I want you to come to my event, and I want you to see how I've changed. I've made a transformation, and I'm turning into somebody new. She felt like she was a little Jennifer Holiday moment, you know. Look at me. Hey, I'm changing, trying every way I can. Hey. I mean, she was changing, and Robin wasn't here for it. She just wasn't quite here for the bullshittery, and she said, I got to pick my toe jam that day, so, send me the information, and I'll think about it. Which, black folks, we already know. Anytime somebody tell you to send the information and they'll think about it, that's a hell no. That's an automatic no, and I don't understand why we got a problem with just saying fuck no. Because that's all I heard. When she said, well, send me the information and I'll think about it, all I heard was no. N-O, no, hell no, not coming, nine, whatever language you want to do it in. Okay? Hey, Niecy. Hair by Shamila. That's my Niecy. Hi, Pooh. And then she called Wendy's black ass Mrs. Osef Ara. Okay? never discretionate with you. You see what I mean, Giselle? How I say discretionate, but I say it in a way where people know that I'm being funny. They don't think that I really think that discretionate is a word because of how it comes out. Okay. Anyway, Miss Wendy got on the phone, and Miss Wendy said to Miss Monique, she said, well, I just call a thing a thing, and the last time I saw you, girl, you said you wasn't remorseful. And I just feel like you have to prove yourself. You really have to show people that you are what? You are changing. And she went on this tirade, honey, and Monique was like, girl, is you coming or is you ain't? Is you is or is you ain't coming to my event, okay? Is you is or is you ain't my baby? The little old jazz song, y'all probably don't even know that. And let me just talk to Miss Wendy, honey. I was looking at the blogs, honey. I was looking at the social media. I was looking at the people that was looking at you. And I am in agreement with most of the world when we say, bitch, you just got here. You just attended the function, bitch. You are this close to being a friend of the show. Okay? This close. Okay, the only thing that you have that Marlo Hampton does not is an introduction. And let's be very clear. Miss Marlo doesn't want one. Okay? So I am confused and kerfuffled in my shout-out plus supreme over by my kidneys as to who the fuck you think you are that Monique has got to prove anything to you. She shouldn't have to prove her integrity. She shouldn't have to prove her intention. She shouldn't have to prove that her wigs are human hair wigs. She ain't got to prove shit to you. And I don't know. And I don't mean this in a negative way. I hope y'all don't flood my DMs when I say this. I don't know if this is a Nigerian thing where you just think that you are just above and beyond everybody else. And so you are just at the top of the hill and everybody needs to come up to your level and prove some shit to you. I don't know what the fuck that is, girl, but let me take a drink. No, absolutely not. Monique, look here. Whatever happened between you and Candace, and we saw it, okay? We saw it. We all said the same thing. It was wrong. It shouldn't have happened the way that it happened. Okay? Y'all both have some accountability as, the contribution that led to what the fuck happened. You got a little bit more because you put your hands on it, okay? But we all clear on that. But I want Monique to get to a space where she gives nan fucks about what these other bitches got to think or say. Live your life, boo-boo, is what I got to say to Monique. Because here's the thing. Monique was absolutely correct later on in the episode when she said, y'all bitches want to see change in a bitch, but then you don't show up to stuff, you don't support anybody to actually see the change. So what is it that you want? And look, my spirit is vexed, okay? It's vexed, okay? It's abracadabra, hocus pocus, vexed, okay? At the thought, at the intention, the audacity, the unmitigated goal that Mrs. Osefa has to think, to contemplate, to ponder, wonder, pontificate upon the idea that I got some shit to prove to you. Who are you, ma'am? Who are you? You got 13 episodes, maybe even 12. You got 12 episodes, bitch, on a 5-year show. 12 episodes on a 5-year show. You got too much opinion, bitch. You just got too much opinion for a bitch that just showed up. That's all I got to say about that. Moving on, okay. Karen and Ray is in therapy. I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. Life coach. The life coach was cute, honey. She was giving me purpose. She was giving me hair wraps. I was here for it. But let's call a thing a thing. Bitch, you in therapy. Okay, therapy. Hello, gas. Hold on. I'm fat and I got to catch my breath. Okay. Karen and Ray's life coach session, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I just feel like this. I feel like Ray, and this is a lesson to y'all women's out here, okay? I'm about to, ooh, I feel it in my shot out. I'm about to give you some gold nuggets, and I want you bitches to get a basket and collect as many of them as you can, okay? See, a lot of you women grow up in a time and grow up in an era and grow up with this mindset that you want that old-fashioned, traditional, masculine, down-home South-ass man. You want him to be fine. You want him to have the money. You want him to have the career. You want him to have the muscles. I ain't saying Ray got all that, but we don't know what Ray looked like back in the day, okay? You want him to have some good ding-a-ling in the mighty name of the Jehovah. And so what happens is you get all caught up on those things. And you don't ask the Lord to get you a man that's going to understand that you don't deserve to be subservient to the male figure that you are married to, because the thing that came out of Ray's mouth is the exact ideal and morals and ideology and heteronormativity that was ingrained into that generation, and that is also ingrained into that gender. Okay, speaking on behalf of the gender. Okay, and so he basically said, I was used to this bitch just being my wife. And that was it. And I feel the kind of ways that now she's no longer Ray Huger's wife, but I'm Karen Huger's husband. Ray, let me let you in on a little secret, boo. Since the first second of the first minute of the first hour of the first day of the first pilot of the Real Housewives of Potomac, you have always been and will always be Karen Huger's husband. Now, I don't know who the fuck you was to the bitches in Potomac, okay? But on this here show, let me, honey, release the veils, okay? Let's call a thing a thing. Look at what's in front of you. You have always been Karen Huger's husband. Okay, you're lucky that we just remember who the fuck Ray is. Okay, and we probably only remember you because we have to think to ourselves, Ray Charles. That's who we gotta think about, Ray Charles. I didn't remember your name a few episodes ago. I had to recall to myself, what's his name? Eddie, Tommy, Devin, Donald, what's his name? And so anyway, he went on to say some things like, all you had to do was take care of the house and take care of me. And I don't really see how hard that is. I don't really think that's a whole lot to do. Well, fuck you very much. Fuck you and the vagina you fell from. Okay? Because, I don't have the time to really go into the microaggressiveness of male toxicity and toxic masculinity and this idea that men have, that they're ingrained to have, that women are only there to be their helpmate and support, that the only role that a woman has is to be there subservient to you, to be there as a trophy for you. And then, people want to get biblical and shit like that. Well, let me bring some Bible to this here review, okay? The Bible says that when a man findeth a wife, that he findeth a good thing and obtaineth the favor from the Lord. So what that tells me is that if you go ahead and get you a wife and you treat that wife any old kind of way, and you treat that wife and don't encourage that wife and don't give into that wife the way that she's supposed to give into you, that you're basically fucking with the favor of God. And I just don't know if I want to be the man fucking with God's favor. I mean, that's me. That's I. And when you talk about a man and a woman, biblically speaking, when you talk about a man and a woman coming together, getting married, and they become one flesh and all that good, great shit that y'all like to quote, I also want to remind you that the image of the Lord is one of balance, okay? It's one of balance. So if you think that a woman's position in your marriage is supposed to be under you, subservient to you, that she ain't supposed to have no dreams and aspirations of her fucking own that you are supposed to support, let me explain to you that if y'all together are supposed to be the image of God and your marriage is lopsided in that way, that is not the image of the Lord Almighty that we speak about in the Holy Bible. Because you are in a marriage that's lopsided. It's not equal. And I need you to understand that. And so I am happy that at the end of this session, he was able to acknowledge that Karen is a valuable woman in his life. That she brings more to his life than just plates of bacon and eggs and some good, great wet puss. Okay? Okay? Acknowledge that. Sip that in. Let's take a moment. But I also want for Karen to understand, because yes, you are walking in and blossoming and walking into your own, and you do have a level of celebrity, and you do have a level of recognition, and you are now growing and birthing the things that I believe the Father has put into you. But you also need to learn how to be humble in that as well. And I'm not saying be subservient to your man. Okay, please hear me correctly. What I'm saying is, don't get too big for your britches. My daddy used to say, dance with the person that brought you to the party. Dance with the person that brought you. Don't get too above your motherfucking station that you think that the person that got you into the party is no longer relevant to your life. And I think that Karen kind of sways the line, okay, in that area where she feels like, well, I've done all of this for you, and now it's time for you to do all of this for me. Should it be that way? Yes. Is it going to be that way? Probably not. Why? Because you have helped to condition this man into being the man that he is today. And that's the word from the Lord that I want y'all to grasp, okay? Karen is upset at the man that Ray is right now, because she's now becoming the woman that she never knew she could be or thought that she always wanted to be. But the problem is you helped mold and motivate and create the nigga that you got. You helped to teach him how to treat you. So now you can't be all mad at him just thinking that, oh my God, you're all of a sudden changing. No, bitch, this is who he was always, bitch. This is always who the fuck he was, and you helped him be that way. But now that you had a change of fucking perspective, you just think he's supposed to come along for the ride all oldie cozy daisy. No, bitch. So you're going to have to work on that. Okay, praise the moving on. Wendy's event, what's it called? Drinking with Wendy, tea with Wendy, fuck Wendy. The event was cute. Talk about politics, black girls voting and all this, that, and other. Here, again, she did invite Monique because she felt like, I need to know that Monique need to know how to act. That was nasty. I get upset when we see these characters, these women on these shows, talk about female empowerment and female encouragement and uplifting black women and all that good, great narrative stuff that they know is going to get them likes and views and shares. But then in the same breath, you say, I support women who support other women, not women who beat up on other women. Here's the problem with that statement. Monique did not come Monique is not a woman that goes around trying to fight everybody. And if you want to talk about being a community, if you want to, whether it's a community of women, whether it's a community for black folks, whether it's a community of men, I don't give a fuck what type of community. If you want to talk about community, and you want to talk about building, and you want to talk about encouraging, and you want to talk about supporting, let me explain something to you. When your brother or your sister falls down from the pedestal that they were on, when they come into a time where they are no longer acting or portraying or exhibiting all the values and morals that you thought or think they should have, that is the time that you are supposed to grab them close. That is the time that you are supposed to pull them in so that you can encourage them and get them back on track. So you can encourage them and hold them accountable to the things that you feel like they need to be held accountable to. But you do it with love and compassion and fucking understanding, bitch. That is not the time for you to be cutting ties and ropes and throwing bitches overboard because they had one indiscretion that you didn't fucking agree with. And I got a problem with Wendy's old high mighty on my pedestal ass because I don't like that shit. Okay, if you really gave a fuck about encouraging women, bitch, encourage the one who you knew was going through some shit. You want her to feel remorseful over some shit, but you don't understand her fucking struggle. You want to help build women? Well, bitch, build them both. Build them both. Extend to her, hey, I know that we don't see eye to eye right now, but sister, I am doing an event for women, for black women. I want to invite you and let you know that this is a place where you can find some community. Now, you and Candace, y'all don't have to be in the same side of the room, but whether you come or if you don't, I want to extend to you the opportunity to be better than the person that I saw in the moment that I didn't like. That's how you build community. That's how you hold your brothers and your sisters accountable. You don't knock them out and throw them out, when they have one fucking indiscretion, when they have one mistake, when they go through something and do something horrible. She didn't kill nobody. She didn't rape nobody. She didn't do none of that. She whipped a bitch's ass. That's it. Now, for you high and mighty bitches that ain't never had an ass whooping or who ain't never whipped nobody else's ass, I am sorry that that's so fucking shocking to you. But all she did was whip a bitch's ass who was talking too much, who should have shut her fucking mouth. Was it wrong? Yes. Should she be held accountable for that? Yes. But is this the moment that y'all just block her out and ice her out? All while saying, well, I need you to do better. I need you to do better before. But then you don't even support her in the doing better. How does that make sense to you? And I agree with what Karen said. You are educated and dumb as fuck in the same moment. Why? Because sense is not common. I do want to hit on this, though. Robin. That hair. Now, I encourage you, honey. Play dress up. Go find your husband at a bar, at a pool hall. You can show up as Kathleen, Connie, Wendy, Mary Lou. I don't give a fuck who you... Burn that fucking wig. Don't ever wear that wig ever again. Ever. If you need help purchasing wigs, if you need help buying some wigs, girl, you got a cast full of bitches who don't know nothing about natural hair. Go ask them what to do. Go ask them what to do. Don't ever wear that wig ever fucking again in your life. And I thought it was interesting with production that they tried to pit it against event versus event, where you have Monique's event and then you had a Wendy's event, and they try to make it seem like, people went to Wendy's event but didn't go to Monique's event. Production used messy. Let me talk about Monique's event. I am upset that the women did not come. I am. Because again, for all the reasons that I've just stated. I thought the event was cute, but I wanted to beat the shit out of that fucking moderator. Bitch, I told you in the private room that I wasn't going to sit up my black ass on this stage and talk about that fucking court case, bitch, because it's a legal fucking case now. And the first damn question out of your big fat mouth, okay? And I ain't calling her fat, I'm calling this mouth fat. It's too big. It was too big for her britches. The first question out of your mouth was, so, what is the status of you and Candace's relationship? Look here, you raggedy bitch. I told you we weren't going to talk about it. And you better be lucky that all Monique said was pray for us. How about that? Because had it been me, I'd have told your black ass, bitch, I told you in the back room I wasn't going to talk about that. So you're fired. I'll ask the questions from now on. Thank you for your services, bitch. Because that was just rude as fuck. Shout out to Ashley, honey, because I feel like Ashley is navigating this in a way where, this is my friend. I'm going to support my fucking friend. I'm going to still hang around you other bitches, whether I agree with you or not, but I'm still going to hold my motherfucking own with my friend. How about it? Moving on, let's see. Giselle go help Juan pick a ring. That's cute. Juan tells Robin's parents that he want to marry him. Now, I don't know why he asked the children, because I don't feel like children can fucking hold water. And if they can, God bless them. But I just feel like umpteen-year-old and a pre-umpteen-year-old, they can't fucking hold water. They probably, one of them probably still, let loose a little bit every now and then in the bed. So I just, if you can't hold your bladder, you can't hold a secret like this. So I don't know why he even brought them in like that. But God bless him, I know he wanted everybody to be involved. But let me tell you something. When Robin's parents heard that news, their faces, I thought they were going to look at Juan and be like, nigga, no. And I hollered, because I was like, is they really going to, play his ass on television? Because, they're from a whole nother generation. They old school. They don't give no fucks about these cameras. And so I really thought that they was going to go in on one. And so to see and to hear that they were on board with it, I was like, kudos. I thought that was amazing. And I think that it's something I know it's something that we all been waiting to see for fucking 5 years. Because most of y'all can't understand this fucking living arrangement situation shit, bitch. Neither can I. And so we all been waiting for Robin and Juan to tie. And he is so fine. My God. Whew. He fine, but I know that motherfucker simple as all hell. But we been waiting on Juan and Robin. And so I enjoy it. Praise him. Hallelujah. Let's see. We talked about Monique's event. Karen and Candace. Let's talk about Karen and Candace. Candace, and I got another page of notes. So, not too many, but I got another page of notes. Karen and Candace. Okay, so Candace has a problem that Karen is being there and being supportive to Monique in this time. Okay, now we all know Candace done filed the fucking charges, 2nd-degree assault, all this great good stuff. It's a legal matter. And Karen said some very interesting things to me. She said, I am being a friend to Monique in this time. I am uplifting Monique in this time. And it was not long ago, 525,600 minutes, to be exact, bitch, that I was doing the same for you simple bitch. And I said, yes, Karen, bring the fucking receipts. And thank you, production, because when Candace said you are not holding her accountable, they shifted to that motherfucking scene where she told Monique. She said, what you did was fucked up, and you need to be held accountable, bitch. And I was like, yes, Karen did hold her accountable. Now, did Karen need to go ahead and tell Candace about, I would have did it legal. If it was me, I would make it legal. No, but what do we expect from Karen? What do we expect in that regard? What do we expect from Karen? Okay? But I feel like at this particular point, and I'm gonna say this to Candace, and I hope Candace watch it because I'm gonna tag her ass, and I hope she fucking see it. Giselle, I know you watch my shit, so if you see it, share it with the bitch. Robin, I know you watch my shit, so if you see it, share it with the bitch. Candace, let me explain something to you. You don't have to be overtly rude and nasty in order to be a mean girl. And I feel like in your princessness, okay, you hate that fucking word so much, you don't like being called a princess, but you act like one. You act entitled as fuck. Okay? And what you are not mature enough to fucking understand is, bitch, regardless of what you and Monique have going on, y'all have mutual friends. And to try to play this game to get everybody on your side and make everybody else against Monique is some petty, immature, childish, princess, mean girl type of shit. Bitch, if you gonna sue this bitch and you gonna press charges against this bitch, do what the fuck you gotta do. But leave everybody else out of it. Leave everybody else to their own devices and their own motherfucking opinions. And shout out, kudos, and snaps to Karen for telling your old privileged ass that I will not be bullied. Okay? Bitch, and I am telling you, I'm in the dream girl spirit today, and I am telling you, bitch, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna be Monique's friend, just like I was your fucking friend when you was throwing knives at bitches' feet, when you was threatening people to fight them and drag them, and everything that you said about Monique can and has been said about you in the 4 years that you've been there. Let's not rewind the tape. Bitch, you're spreading everybody's business. You talk about people's husbands. You don't know when to fucking shut your mouth. Your own fucking husband had to tell you to shut the fuck up just not an episode ago because you don't know how to close your fucking mouth. And apparently, Monique didn't whip your ass too bad, bitch, because you still don't know how to shut the fuck up. Sometimes what you say, sometimes what comes out of your mouth, you are going to be held accountable for one way or another. And just because, and I hope Wendy hears this too, bitch, because you need to hear this as well. Just because I don't lay hands on you does not make you any less of a bully, does not make you any less violent, does not make you any less dangerous, and does not make you any less toxic. Words carry power, bitch. And you need to fucking learn how to shut your motherfucking mouth. And so kudos to Karen for letting her know that, bitch, this right here is going to continue to get your ass fucked up. Okay? So hey. Now, what I didn't like about Karen, what she said about Monique was talking about it's a medical issue. Bitch, first of all, stop it. Stop it. You was reaching, bitch, with Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, bitch. Okay? Now, I understand that Wendy and Candace was getting all rah-rah reptar on that ass. But to talk about Monique got a medical condition, bitch, first of all, if she has one, that wasn't fucking your business to tell. I'll call HIPAA on your ass. Be like, look into her fucking business. Should she be abiding by HIPAA law? Bitch, if she has a medical issue, bitch, that is not your business to fucking tell. Shut your mouth. And as far as, what did I write here? The blogs. Oh, as far as y'all saying that Monique is leaking all this shit to the blog, all of that shit is conjecture. Y'all don't really have no fucking hardcore proof. All you know is that you're trying to connect the dots, but you really don't have the proof. Not until you hear a conversation with Monique sending some shit to somebody, you really don't have the proof. What you have is you have a bias and a prejudice against her, and you're seeing these things get caught in the blogs, and you're assuming that it's her. Let me explain something to y'all simple bitches. Y'all work on a production show, a production entertainment reality TV show. It is well within the wheelhouse for the producers that y'all bitches work with to be the ones linking this shit to the blogs because they know that is going to help the ratings when the show comes back on, that people are going to fucking want to watch the show to know where these blogs came the fuck from. So all while you in your blinded, biased, hateful ass space, the fucking producer that's been assigned to you, bitch, for taping is probably the motherfucker spreading some shit. Because they know that it's going to rile you the fuck up. And I guarantee that at least 5 of the 10 messages you get when a bitch get posted to social media, 5 of them bitches come from a producer on that show. I guarantee you that. Okay? So be smart about this, bitch. Be smart about it. And Wendy, because you a professor. Now, I don't know what you are a professor of, but I'm going to assume that it's not the English fucking language. And I pulled this shit, I Googled this shit, okay? Because Wendy told Karen, no, what did she tell her? She told, at her event, at Wendy's event, she told Ashley. She said, so telling the truth is a sign of integrity? And Ashley said, yes. And she said, no, it's not. She said that's like saying whatever the fuck example she used, but basically she was trying to say that telling the truth is not the same as having integrity. Well, according to Google, who coincides with Webster's fucking dictionary, integrity, which is a noun, person, place, or thing, is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. So for you PhD simple bitch, being honest in a situation when you do not have to be honest is the very definition of what the fuck integrity means. Now, I don't know why people want to go and debate because they feel like they got their own interpretation of what the fuck these words mean. But bitch, we all understand that in a motherfucking English class from grade kindergarten all the way to motherfucking PhD, that if you grab a fucking dictionary, it's probably gonna be Webster's, and it's probably gonna have this fucking definition right here. The state of being whole and undivided. That's definition number 2. So, Wendy, okay? I would not continue to go around telling people that being honest is not the same as being integral, because yes, the fuck it is. Integrity is about you being honest in places when you don't have to be. That is how integrity is weighed, bitch. If I could tell a lie to you and I choose not to tell a lie to you, that is being integral. That is having integrity. And so, yes, Ashley was very correct in the fucking point that in a moment in a time where Monique could have capitalized off of a moment for the show and for a storyline, she did not. And so that to her proved that this is obviously a woman who has integrity. Y'all done wore me out with this fucking review. Look, at the end of the day, I feel like this. I review an edited version of an entertainment show. So I'm going to bring you a review based on the things that we all can see. I understand that editing is a bitch. I understand that there's a lot of behind the scenes shit, but my review doesn't always include those things because we don't get to see that as viewers. And when I review things, I'm reviewing it as a review. I'm reviewing it as an audience member, okay? And so I see exactly what y'all see on my TV screen, just like you see the shit on your TV screen, your tablet, or whatever the fuck it is. But let me say this. Because all these women want to talk about encouragement and uplifting and black women and community. You cannot have a community worth having if you cannot handle with integrity, compassion, wisdom, and discernment the mistakes that happen within the community. And so when you have someone in your community, however large or however small, that makes a mistake, yes, you hold them accountable. Yes, you have honest conversation about it. Yes, you give them time to process what is going on and what they have done that is wrong. But you do not ice them out. You do not isolate and ostracize them onto an island to fend for themselves. That is not what community is. Now, if this is somebody that has done this very thing over and over and over, and it's not a moment but a pathology of behavior, then that's a different situation. Now, I know that we was all kikiing when Giselle broke down all 5 fucking years and all the shit that Monique had said over the years in the umbrella moment. Like, we was like, damn, bitch, you really did say and do all this shit. But at the end of the day, we can also say that in 5 fucking years, Monique has put her hands on somebody once. Should it have happened? No, but it did. And you can't change that. You can't go back and take that out of the time frame. Okay, it is what the fuck it is at this particular point. But if you are going to stand on the platform of building women up, then it needs to be building women up, not building women up until I don't like you no more. Because that's not community. And we need to get out of this mindset that having a community means that I like every motherfucker that's in it. I don't like every motherfucking black person living. It's some black motherfuckers in this world that get on my absolute black fucking nerve. But guess what? When I fight for black fucking rights, I'm fighting for they ignorant asses too. I'm fighting for they no good asses too. Why? Because when one of us has to suffer in a way that should not be, then it trickles down to every fucking body else. And so if you want real fucking community, understand that having a fucking community don't mean that you get along with everybody. It doesn't mean that you like every fucking body. It means that what's happening in the collective is working for the fucking collective. And even though we got little things individually that we could change and that we can deal with or not deal with as a collective, we need to make sure that we're fucking holding together and fucking protected. Okay? So miss me with the bullshit when y'all want to get on your platforms talking about girl power, empowering women, but you so quick to cut a bitch off and throw that bitch in the goddamn ocean with rocks on her feet. I will be here for next week's episode, or for this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. I don't know when I'm going to get to my review because I'll be in Vegas this weekend celebrating a friend. No, I'm not going to some fucking super fest ass infested COVID party. I don't roll like that. Okay, we's protected over here in the mighty name of Jesus. Mask and hand sanitization. It is a small gathering, okay, where people can be socially distanced, and I'm going. Okay. I will be back on Monday, and I cannot promise you that I will be back on Monday ready to review. So you might not get this review until next fucking Wednesday. But you will get it because I will watch and I will bring you my views. I want to thank everybody for supporting me, for watching, for sharing, for commenting. Miss Parker! Hey, Miss Parker! For those of you who do not follow Miss Parker Speaks, she is a fabulous, fabulous poet. She runs a group called the Insomniacs. And they do, I think they do 2 times a week. They get together virtually via Zoom and they share poetry. They have writing prompts that they share and things of that nature. And she does it without, oh my, she's amazing. Okay. But if you get into this group, if you get into the Insomniacs group, just know that they do go late. Hello, Insomniacs. They don't fucking go to sleep. And number 2, they get real. They get real. And sometimes they get real sexy. Sometimes it just get real. Okay. They be talking about fucking and all kinds of things. And they do it with such beautiful wordage. They do it with such beautiful syntax and grammar. It's amazing. But you can follow Miss Parker. It's Miss.Parker_speaks. Please follow her. Let me see if I can I pin her comment? I'm gonna pin her comment. Yes, the Insomniacs writing group it's a pin party. It's every Friday and Sunday. I think a donation is like $5, and the $5 basically goes to pay for the premium service for Zoom so that you guys can be on as long as y'all fucking want to. But it is amazing. I have been a guest on that platform. I have shared in that platform. I have heard other amazing artists and poets from that platform. So shout outs to her. And what she is doing. Let's see. Bree Marche says, how can Wendy say she want to uplift women but trying to tear another one down? Make it make sense to moi. Okay? Mark Anthony just say that one more time so I can record it. I don't know if I said it twice or thrice, but hopefully you got it. Anywho, I gotta get out of here. Thank you guys for those of you who have sent badges. Thank you. Badges help me do what I do so that I can bring you all the goodness that I bring you, okay? Because like I always say, without you, there is no me. And without me, honey, your day is a little less fabulous, and I can fucking guarantee you that. But until next video, I am your favorite IG reviewer, your best friend in your head, Danyol Jaye. Make sure you're following me on all social media. That includes Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Okay, I'm still on Snapchat, but I only use it for the filters because you know we never go live without one. And y'all make sure that I have a good, safe trip to Vegas. Y'all pray for my weekend. Make sure that I have fabulous fun. Pray that I find my husband. But until next time, I love y'all.